What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Gary Viney here out of Oklahoma City. Guys, I just wanted to jump on and kind of be real about some things. These are definitely foundational times, and I haven't really went live on YouTube. Uh, Probably it's been a long time since I've actually plugged in and went live on YouTube. So, but really, what I want to share with you guys is these are exciting times. These are some exciting times that we're in right now, as far as the business that I'm a part of. Now, many of you may not even know me, right? You may not even know who I am, but I definitely wanted to. I wanted to get on here. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Let me make sure this. No, there's a mute button, so we should be good to go. Um, Hopefully, this is actually you guys are hearing me on this particular video. I definitely don't want to be wasting time and you can't even hear. Um, but really, what I wanted to get on here and talk about uh, is just some real talk, really, to share with you guys some things about me and pretty much why I have been so focused on some of the things I've been a part of. Now, I reside here in Oklahoma City, and many people wonder. Sometimes I'll go by Gary. My name is Gary Viney, so basically I go by Gary V. Now, some people say that I'm taking his name, the real. I had one entrepreneur told me that he said that basically I'm the real Gary V, right? But I truly believe, and I do like some of the things that someone with my name may say. But um anyway, I want to just talk about the exciting times, the things that we're doing right now, and how I believe that many people are just going to miss out on your opportunity. Um, but who am I? I'm Gary Viney. I work at 8 to 5, a 9 to 5 job, 8:30 to 5:30 to be exact, job, and I been doing that for a little while, and I've 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 really stepped into the internet marketing game. It's been some years back, uh, and I really started to learn some things from a lot of people, but mainly one of my uh, good friends. She definitely shares a lot with me to help me kind of understand how network marketing works. But guys, I'm not here to really pitch or sell anything to you, but I do want you to know that um, the company that I'm a part of is LiveGood, and Ben Glinsky, uh, Nader Kazan, Lisa and Ryan Goodkin. They are definitely bringing um, a refreshing thing to the marketplace. Back in, I guess, December was when they got started, and well, they got started last year, but then basically in December they started to ramp things up, and things have just exploded since then. But now it's a good time for anyone to be able to be a part of this movement, um, to really begin to see a different, to set themselves up for a different outcome. Um, in retrospect, let me just say this: my thing is, um, you know, I've been a part of different marketing concepts. I've been a part of different opportunities that allow you to make a residual income. And there's a lot of them out there that most of them that are out there required you to purchase product every month, right? You had to buy product every month, and just to qualify for any type of commissions. And what's refreshing about the company I'm a part of now, Live Good, is that we don't have to do that. We basically have a membership similar to Sam's. If you have a Sam's or Costco, um, that allows us to basically go in and get wholesale price for product that we actually want to use. Like basically right now we have health and wellness, high quality health and wellness supplements. But you know, one thing that I can say when it comes to, I don't know, when it comes to growing and building, and one of the key things that I've learned from different entrepreneurs is, people have to get to know, like, and trust who you are, right? Because let's just be honest, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, um, and I've listened to a guy today, and I got a lot of information out of, just listen to a video today, and really all it's about is pretty much just being who you are, and not, pretending that you're somebody else. Just being real, right? It's all about being real. So anyway, guys, I basically I live here in Oklahoma City. Uh, I um, I have a son. He's 28. He's played baseball. He actually coaches baseball or pitching. He coaches pitching now, and uh, I feel like I've done a pretty good job as far as raising him. Um, and here's the thing, it wasn't always easy. It wasn't always easy, and I'm not saying it's easy now either, but it wasn't always an easy task to basically, um, raise a child. But I am blessed and grateful for it. But I can tell you that there was a time when I actually moved to Las Vegas. He and I moved to Las Vegas, and he hated it. Gosh, he hated the fact that he was leaving his friends. And then I realized that basically him being 16 at the time was not a good time to really uproot him from, just uh, from his all his friends in school and all that stuff. And I realized that my friends today are friends who I have actually, um, they are friends who I've actually been friends with since I was 16 years old. All right. So I have those friends. We all have those type of friends. Um, but it's a blessing. At the same time, you have to realize, what you go through in life. But I can tell you, uh, I've been in a lot of different opportunities. I've been into a lot of different um, things that actually can help. You spend some money, and you basically go out there, and you have to work on getting to know people, or going around and learning people. One of the first actual opportunities that I actually got into was um, was actually long distance, right? It was a long distance company that basically, this is back in the day, right? So you guys, I'm probably telling you my age, because see, you see the gray in my beard here, right? But I've been blessed. I mean, a lot of people don't even think that I'm as young as, well, as old. I'm not that old, but I'm just saying a lot of people don't think that I'm the age that I am, being that I have a 28-year-old son, and I had him when I was 25. But here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely, hang on, guys. I'm checking something here. I definitely feel like, I definitely feel like, I feel like, some of the things that have been happening, especially this year. I mean, price of gas going up, and all that stuff, and it's just something else to be actually watch how the economy is doing what it's doing. Um, One thing about me, I can start talking, and I will start talking about all kind of different things, and that's just the way I am. Uh, but like I said, my son is basically doing the baseball thing. He's training some guys. But one thing that I can say too is that when it comes to, I think my microphone, I think this is actually picking up. This is picking up. I'm gonna see if this actually works, guys, because I don't know if I'm actually getting the right sound, if the sound is coming through, or it says it's coming through, but it looks like it should be coming through. I'm just gonna go ahead and run with it, and if it doesn't work, I'll just figure it out later. But anyway, guys, um, back in the day when I actually did the actual long distance company, right? I was promoting long distance and actually sharing it with people, helping them actually change their long distance to a different carrier, right? And I went out and actually got like 50 customers, 50 customers, 50 people decided that they wanted to get long distance through me. And it was work. It was work for me to have to go and do that. But um, one thing that I can tell you is that in life you have to continue to keep pushing forward. You have to continue to find different ways of doing things and getting better at it. Uh, believe me, there has been a lot of different challenges. Like I said, I had moved to Vegas and left my job. I actually left my job to go work in Vegas, and then I came back. So I was only gone for like a summer, right? I was gone like a summer, and that was during the time my son was 16 and everything, and he hated it and everything. But everything kind of transitioned and worked its way on out. But when I was going through that storm, that storm of actually being in Vegas and not having enough money to really buy a bed, and I was leasing a house out there, but uh, it was a stressful situation that I was in. And I just prayed about it. I just prayed about it and said, God, show me the way, show me how I'm going to be able to get myself in a different position to get out of this situation, to move on to the next level of my life. And it was a task. It was challenging, right? But I did make it through, of course, right? And that's a blessing. And I definitely appreciate the people who actually helped me get through that, right? There's a lot of different things that happen out there that, man, I mean, I was going through some stuff, but I came back home. And this is one of the first kind of life challenging things that I had went through. Um, so anyway, I came back home, and I had to regroup. I had to regroup. Uh, this house that I'm in right now, this house was actually, it was about to go into foreclosure. Um, had I not got help from my dad, right? So my dad actually helped me. He and my mom helped me actually get my house out of foreclosure. Well, you know what? My dad, he did help me. He didn't give me the money, but my dad told me I needed to talk to the actual mortgage company. And I just talked to the mortgage company and let them know that I what my situation was, and they worked with me, right? They say that sometimes a closed mouth does not get fed. And my dad said, you just need to talk to them. And that's what I did. And actually, it worked on out. Now, as I get closer to the end of my mortgage, right? hopefully, I don't get some type of surprise. But the mission is to basically continue to push forward to, to build some type of residual income with a perfect opportunity, with something that can actually plug into, that many people can plug into, and that's what we all are looking for. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of us out here, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of us out here who are looking to grow, build something, be able to connect with people, the right people, and actually grow something that's going to, build a legacy. So you have to ask yourself, are you someone who's looking to do something like that? Are you wanting to really take yourself to another level, no matter what you're going through, no matter what challenges that you got to go through to get there? And when you actually start to, reinvent yourself and get yourself to a point where you can actually start to go and really start to accomplish those things that you've been wanting to do, it begins to start to show up for you, but you have to learn from other people. You have to learn from other people, right? So, all in all, yes, I went to Vegas. I was there for 2 months. Um, I came back. I regrouped. This house, like I said, was almost going to go into foreclosure because I had several things that I was trying to pay for, right? And I really didn't have the money to pay for all of it, right? I'm out in Vegas. I'm trying to pay the lease out there. I couldn't get a bed. I couldn't really send money here to pay my mortgage. I was about to actually place someone in my house, a friend of mine, but her grandmother got sick and she had to go move in with her. So things begin to kind of spiral, and that's just a piece of it, right? Um, but there was a lot of challenges that came with me looking to transition and move to another state. Uh, and after I came back, I knew that's what I needed to do. I needed to regroup. I needed to really start to channel things out, plan things out, move in a direction where I can actually begin to see a different type of outcome, but at the same time, not keep repeating the same things that I've done in the past, right? Believe me, I am not there yet, right? But I'm in the making. I'm in progress. I'm in motion of actually moving in that direction that I'm wanting to be, right? They say you have to see yourself already as that, whatever you want it to be, your future self. You have to be your future self now and start to reach for that particular goal that you're actually looking for. But anyway, I went through all that and I came back, and then I started working at a at a company in the IT department. Um, and that was the year that I actually met a young lady who actually began to mentor me in some fashion. She had actually mentored me into really looking at the concept of network marketing, the concept of reaching other levels inside of the industry. So it's been a journey ever since then. And she has always plugged into things that truly can transform a person, that truly can actually help someone reach new levels, right? Um, so I'm going to fast forward from there and to this day. So like right before, COVID happened, right before COVID happened, my dad started to get sick, and I was really doing a lot for my dad. Um, but let's back up a little bit. So after I came back from Vegas, I pretty much got another job, and that job basically was a 5-year job, right? Now I was on permanent with this job, but after being there 5 years, we knew that something was getting ready to happen. A new CEO came, and he actually broke up the department, contracted the whole department out, and I experienced a layoff, right? And from that layoff, uh, I pretty much I had severance pay, and I was able to get unemployment toward the end of that. And some other challenges kind of presented themselves to me. And it was just, I seemed to keep going through different things that was pushing me back, right? Although now while I was there at this job, within that 5 years, while I was there at that job, was, I was basically plugged in and started to learn personal development, like personal growth development, being able to get on camera and speak and talk and stuff like that. And all it was just about being yourself, right? So going through all of that, I learned some things. I understood some things. It brought me kind of out of my shell, made me a little more open, a little more social with people, and it helped me. I think it helped me a lot. Even though I didn't make a whole lot of money with that company, I think the concept of what they did as far as personal development definitely helped me, right? Um, so from there, right, from there, like I said, that job had a layoff, and then from there, uh, I've been working on computers. So now, years ago, probably matter of fact, when I went to Vegas, those were the years prior to that. Matter of fact, while I was in Vegas, right, while I was there in Vegas, something that I would do here in Oklahoma, I worked on computers, right? I learned how to do this when I started working at Cox. Matter of fact, a good friend of mine who I just left his house a little bit ago earlier, went by his house. I had to pick up a computer from him that I'm going to be refurbishing and building and maybe getting it over to someone who needs it. Um, Matter of fact, I might even keep this one for myself, but I had to pick this computer up from him. But anyway, um, uh, I learned how to work on computers. So while I was there in Vegas, while I was there in Vegas, um, I was out there, working at trying to accumulate and drum up some money, right? Because I had things I needed to pay for. I was trying to get a bed in my apartment, and not apartment, but my house that I was in out there. And so what I would do, I would go to the pawn shops, I would go to the actual apartment complexes, and I would actually, hey, leave a card with them. Say, hey, listen, give me a call. If you need any computer work done, if you got any viruses, you got any customers that need some computer work done, give me a call. Have them give me a shout. I do reasonable work and yada yada yada. Right. I was pitching my side business while I was working this job, which was an overnight position for a telecommunications company. So, but it got to a point where it started to wear on me. I started to get homesick. It really started to work at eating at me, right? Plus, my son didn't want to be there, so it was kind of a more stressful situation, being that my son didn't want to be there. But um, it's been a journey. It's really has been a journey, and um, after I came back and everything, I plugged in, got the personal development, started to learn personal development, ran hard with that for a while, uh, until it actually shut down, till the company shut down. Then we started to get into some other things where we started to work on our own little business, right? So you know, we started to put together some things to actually build and grow our own little brand, right? My own brand. So my brand was the computer work repair and resolve issues with computers, giving people tips on computers and stuff like that to help them run faster and help them run a while longer, than help them maintain and run longer. So it has definitely been a journey, ladies and gentlemen, a definite journey. Uh, so after we did our thing with our own little brand or whatever, we actually found a company, right? Same lady that I connected with after I was at Hertz. Well, the company, I didn't mean to say the name of the company, but anyway, I was at I was at Hertz, and I worked there, and then while I was there, basically, I learned, I got in this personal development platform, and that instilled some things in me. Now, moving forward, after that job had a big layoff after 5 years, right? I realized that this was a never ending cycle. It seemed like I would get a job, I would get a good position somewhere, and I would either I don't like the job or something happened where I got to change jobs. And, I just really started to feel like, hey man, I need to really focus on, you know, getting connected with the right people, which I was connected with the right people as far as the right business, right? Because hands down, my sponsor that is in LiveGood, uh, this is our this. I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to put this out there. This is the last opportunity that I'm going to be a part of, right? So many people are probably looking out there and saying, now I got some other things that I do. Of course, I do work. Like I said, I work 8 to 5 or 9 to 9, 5:30 to 8:30 to 5:30. I do work those hours, right? But I realize that the opportunity that we're part of now is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. I'm going to get into a little bit more details of what it's about here in a moment. But I just want to give you kind of a synopsis of who I am. You guys deserve to know who you're connecting with, who you're potentially could be in business with, right? You deserve to know who I am and what I've been and what I've been through. And this may sound boring to you. You may be like, okay, whatever, Gary, you're boring. But I don't feel like I'm boring, or I don't. I just know that this is a real life experience that I went through, and many people go through different things in life, and this is part of the life that I've had up to this point. So after the Hertz deal, after that job played out, I was without work for a while, and then I decided, since when money actually ran out, we're talking about when money stopped coming, right? And that is the most stressful feeling. Oh my gosh, it is stressful because bills don't stop. The bills don't stop, right? So if you're in a situation and you're trying to pay your bills, right? But you don't have enough money coming in to pay your bills. So you're having to try to make arrangements and things of that nature. It really is a stressful situation. And I don't wish that on no one. I wish that on no one, that if you can't pay your bills, that is a stressful situation to be in. Very stressful situation to be in. So when it got to that point, I knew that, listen, Gary, you got to get on the hump. You got to get back. You got to get back in play with going to work, right? Now, true enough, I've always heard the saying, and you probably have too, trading time for money. You really won't be able to get nowhere if you continue to go to work. But you have to go to work in order to be able to, and you got to leverage that job, right? You got to leverage the money that you're making to be able to grow something bigger, to be able to grow something more. So I've always believed in leveraging things, and I'm getting better at it. So basically, I had to get back on the hump, right? Get back on the horse to start working for a job, company, someone, right? So I redid my resume, and I got a position, right? I was blessed with the position that kind of put me back. It put me back where I was when I left the company when I moved to Vegas. Now it put me back where I was to regroup, right? Now at the same time, when I took that position, which was basically, let me think. When I took that position, which is the job that I have now, there I didn't even realize I didn't realize I had. So I went, okay, I took that position. I was working as a contractor. And then lo and behold, another challenge basically came at me out of the blue. It came I didn't realize I had a hernia. I had a hernia and didn't realize that I had a hernia. And I think I remember how I got the hernia, but that's irrelevant. I basically was, I was helping a friend and I had to lift her up because she was hurt. And my result was I got a hernia behind it. And my dad basically helped me. My dad and my mom basically helped me get the surgery done. And I'd never had any surgery done on at all. I've never had any surgery. So my dad and my mom helped me basically get the surgery done so I could actually get on permanent with this current job that I have now. Right. Matter of fact, a couple of my homeboys, they were very concerned about me, and I appreciate them for actually just kind of engaging and talking to me, right? So they took me to lunch, we talked, and they were concerned that, hey, I didn't have a job, and I'm stressed out, and I'm trying to help other people, and it was a time in my life that one of my buddies told me. He said, "Hey man, do you feel like you're going through a midlife crisis?" I said, "Yeah." And he told me this when I was out in Vegas, actually. But see, the Vegas thing was one scenario. Because see, after I came back from Vegas, that's when I got on at the other company, Hertz. And when I got on there, after 5 years, right, they had a layoff, right? So I was dealing with the layoff and then financial issues because I didn't go right out and get another job. I just said, I'm going to go ahead and get online and do my thing online, work on computers and build my brand and build my company, the company I was with, build it and grow it. And, I won't have to go to work anymore. Right. Well, I had to go to work. I had to get back on the horse, remember, because money stopped. I had to get back on the horse and start to, get another position. So the position that I have now, I re-engaged, got my resume together, re-engaged, and I've been at this job for a little bit over 6 years now. A little bit over 6 years. Now, during that time, of those 6 years, during that time, I was still a part of different opportunities, right? We learned, being the team, we learned how to trade. We learned how to get into the market. We learned how to look at charts. You may have heard of a company that basically taught you how to trade. There's a lot of companies out there who do it, but we were part of one of the most unique companies to be able to learn that. And I got to know some things, got to learn some things, put some money in the market. Basically, I was able to win a few times or whatever, but I didn't win like I really wanted to. Matter of fact, I actually lost more money than I won, right? Will I get back into trading, which it was trading currency, trading Forex? I don't know. Maybe at some point I may get back into trading, right? But fast forwarding, it's been a little bit over 6 years now, plugged in with this job. It's definitely a position of growth. But hey, yet and still, I still consistently have the actual mindset of, listen, a person should not have to continue to trade time for money, right? There's too many people that trade time for money. And I feel as if I am one of those people because I have a heart for people. I want to help other people accomplish more in their life because Zig Ziglar says, the more people you help get what they want, you in turn get what you want. Okay. So this year, 2023, my good friend, mentor, who I look up to, right? Even though she's younger than me, she reaches out to me and says, "Hey, I'm not sure what you're up to these days, but listen, watch this video and get back with me. Right? I already trust her, right? I already like her, right? Know, like, and trust. I know her, I like her, and I trust her. So already these three things she already had going for with me, right? So she shares with me a free tour. She shares with me a free tour, right? I take the free tour. I look, I like, and I get in that night. I get in the day I see the information. I say, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and get in on this without hesitation, right? And now this, I think it may have been in the end of January. So they made the system go live as far as, ramping things up in December. So there's probably maybe 5,000 members or something like that, right? Because this concept had never been done before. This concept of having a membership, being able to buy the wholesale cost, and not having to purchase product every month. Okay, so just follow me here. Having a membership that's $9.95 a month and being able to purchase products that I already buy, services and products that I already buy at wholesale cost because I'm paying the $9.95 per month. It totally made sense to me. A no-brainer, right? I didn't have to think on it. I didn't have to, wonder if I can go get a loan. Basically, it was just a $40 one-time affiliate fee. Just $40 one-time affiliate fee, right? And paying $9.95 a month. And the income is unlimited, right? I can share this with everyone, with anyone, right? And people either get in or they don't, but it's an unlimited opportunity. So I immediately started to share it, right? But so many people are leery of any type of network marketing opportunity, any type of home-based business. When the funny thing is, guys, it's one of the most highest paid industries in the world. It is. Network marketing is one of the highest, sales is one of the highest paid occupations. And I don't really look at it as an occupation. I mean, I look at what I'm doing as far as sharing high quality products with people who want them, right? And if a person knows you, likes you, and trusts you, well, they're gonna try some product. They're gonna actually probably get in. Why? Because it doesn't cost a lot. It doesn't cost a lot of money. But anyway, she shares it with me in January. We may have had about maybe 5,000, maybe 15. I'm not exactly sure of the number, right? And you'll never, there's almost 700,000 members in this thing. 700, there's almost 700,000 members. And a lot of the members are actually out of the country. Majority of the member base is out of the country. I don't know what's going on with the US. I don't know why people are so slow in the US. Probably because they've been burnt. They've been actually having to deal with paying overpriced money for products that they don't really need, or they really need them, but then they don't want to pay that price, right? So what am I getting at? I'm basically sharing with you guys a serious concept. I something that, and it almost, here's the thing, and it really boggles me when, because I got some friends who have actually got started, right? They've got started, but then they stopped paying their $9.95. And then the way this compensation plan works is when you stop paying your $9.95, you lose your spot, right? So if you're right here and this person's right here, if you don't pay your $9.95, which could yield you possibly $2,000 a month, passive, potentially, you're eventually going to lose this spot, and this person right here is going to move into that spot. You go at the bottom whenever if you come back in at all, right? You go at the bottom. You'll come back in at the bottom if you come back in. Now, if you don't come back in, we're going to consistently grow and grow and grow. So here's where a lot of people are getting the misconception. See, many people, I believe that many people who get started, if they're paying the $9.95 per month, they're expecting a check to come like next month. They're expecting a check to come the month after that. When they know that when they see that they're not making any money because they have not shared it with anyone, right? Or on the flip side of that, you're paying a $9.95 membership. Your $9.95 membership gives you access to the wholesale cost of the products, right? If you're not using the products, if you're not buying the products, right? You're missing the whole picture. Oops. You're missing the whole picture. If you're not using or buying the products, you are missing the whole picture. It's almost like, why would you have a Sam's membership and you're not buying anything from Sam's? I have a Sam's membership because I go and I buy their gas. Sometimes I'll buy things out of the store, right? Especially their gas. They get more money on gas than they do out of the store. Why? Because their gas is cheaper. I don't have a Costco membership, but why would you have a Costco membership if you're not purchasing anything from Costco? Just like with anything, why pay for something that you're not using, right? Why pay for something that you're not using? So, what is LiveGood? What is LiveGood? LiveGood is basically a virtual warehouse, right? I want you to picture it like this. If we're talking brick and mortar, we're talking about a building, right? Now, LiveGood does have a warehouse, and their warehouse is in Florida. But think about it like this, okay? And I want to make this real simple. It ain't real hard. It's just you have to see this and you have to vision this. So follow me, okay? So basically, this is how this works. And you'll be able to check out the video if you decide you want to go watch it in the comments below. But what I want to share with you is this. LiveGood is a warehouse. They have a physical warehouse, but people don't have to actually go into this warehouse, right? It's an online presence, a physical warehouse that has an online presence. Meaning basically, and we only have about 20, maybe 25 products right now. 25 products, right, that we have right now. And we're going to have way more than that. But we have almost 700,000 members. Almost 700,000 members on 20 products, 20 and 25 products. Can you imagine where we're going to be once there's 1 million, 2 million members? There's going to be so many people who are collecting checks each month. My mission is to help you see it, help you see that there is opportunity, but it's not going to be here for long. Okay. So LiveGood is this virtual warehouse or physical warehouse that you don't have to go to actually purchase the product. You do it online. You do it through your website. You order your product through your website. High quality products. We're talking about hands down, high quality products. Okay. So What is it that causes people to not see it? Well, like I said before, some people will see it from the beginning. Some people won't stick long enough because they feel like they got to get a check the following month when they haven't told anyone about it, right? And here's the thing. A person can get involved inside of LiveGood and they can actually make their money back within that week. Matter of fact, of the same day they get started, if they get started early enough, because that is how powerful the actual compensation plan is, right? Ben Glinsky says this, and he says this a lot. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So I've always wanted to do something bigger with my life. I've always wanted to perform, right? Outside of just the regular mediocre, do something more than just being average. Wanted to really help people, wanting to really reach out and give people something that's solid, something that can really change their lives. But the only questions you got to ask yourself, are you one of those people? Are you a person who wants to help people? Are you a person who wants to just get by? Are you a person who has concern for other people? If you got to just ask yourself that question, right? So anyway, that's pretty much what LiveGood is, and you can find out more information about LiveGood. But we're growing. We're consistently growing about 25,000 members every single week. So many are going to miss out. I hope that if someone has talked to you and told you about LiveGood, I hope that you have actually watched it. If you're in LiveGood, that's great. Something that I heard today, and it really made sense. If you're going to get out there and actually post your business consistently over and over again, it gets boring. People don't want to hear it, right? People want to know who you are. They want to get to know, like, and trust who you are. The question is, are you going to put yourself out there? Are you going to put yourself out there to be known, liked, and trusted? So anyway, guys, I'm starting to get tired, but I really wanted to. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I really wanted to get on here and just share my thoughts, share some things that I truly believe, will help you understand that we're human beings out here. There's so many people that need more. They need to be healthier. Many people, you watching this right now, you may say to yourself, I need to do something to advance my life. I need to do something to reach more people. I need to do something to reach a new level. How do I get my direction going? How do I start to make some things happen? How do you do that? You have to first step out on faith. But here's the funny thing too. I mean, I don't know why, but there's a lot of people they're just afraid to spend $49.95. When they blow it on something else, right? A person can get started inside of LiveGood and make unlimited money by paying a one-time $40 affiliate fee and keeping up their membership, which is a $9.95 membership per month. Okay. It's a no-brainer. It only makes sense. But for some people, it's not going to make sense. Why? I don't know. I just don't know why it's not going to make sense. Right. But I've always been adamant about growing and doing something more outside of working an 8-to-5 job. Nothing wrong with the job. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with the job. But the problem is when we look at a job, we don't look at how we can leverage that job to be able to do something bigger, right? True enough, it takes work. Yes, it takes work in order to be able to uh, build a business, to be able to engage with people, to help them. It takes work. But imagine if you put in just 6 months to a year of work, right, to start reaching the goals that you want to have. And then things start to just take off like wildfire. Just think about it. That to me is very powerful, right? That is very powerful. But anyway, I wanted to basically get on here and let you guys know that, hey, I'm still here. I'm still around. Uh, I found the one this time. I found the one that's going to really help so many people get to another level if they choose to. But this is definitely not the opportunity that, and no opportunity out there is going to just start making you receive money falling out the sky. No opportunity out there is going to allow money to fall from the sky and in your lap. Okay. I'm just going to be real with you. It's just going to take a little work. You got to get out there and make it happen. You got to get out there and share the information. This business is one of the most easiest businesses that I've ever been in. But hey, it's up to you. It's up to you. I really just wanted you to just, I don't know, just to hear my voice and really begin to start to think about some of the things you want to do and how you're going to get there, right? Think about a goal that you have and how you are going to get to that goal. You got to get there. Think about that. Think about that. So listen, with that being said, listen, I think I am done for today talking because I'm starting to get, my mouth is starting to dry. And I definitely wanted to really get on here and just talk and share some things that I've been thinking about, some things that I truly believe can change some people's lives. But it's up to you. It's going to be definitely up to you. Okay. So if you go below inside of the details of this particular video, I'll have a link down there where you can actually go in and you can actually just take the free tour, watch the 5-minute movie, right? Go take that tour and you'll see why we're growing so fast, and you're going to see why this company is revolutionizing or changing the way this industry has been for so many years. And really, it's a breath of fresh air to me. And I'm looking forward to so many people just being blessed by this opportunity. So, with that being said, I appreciate you guys for chiming in. Make sure you go below and watch the actual 5-minute movie. Take the free tour, whatever it says. Just make sure you go down there and actually watch that information. I truly believe that it can have some type of impact for you and your family. Okay. All right. Well, you guys have a great one. And thanks for watching. And I will be back on again to share my thoughts again. Okay. Have a good one.